This video brought to you by the fantastic lighting in the fertility center parking lot. We got a horrific snowstorm yesterday, worst one of the year for sure. And so I left really early. So now I'm here early, but it was worth it. The drive was a little bit scary, just icy, and you know, you pass wrecks and you're like, thank goodness it's not me. But today we are doing our ultrasound for the FET. So if all goes well today, then we schedule our FET for next week. It's literally was a week from yesterday if everything looks good today, which is so nuts to me. It feels so different this time than it did the first time around. The first time around, like, when you don't have kids and you've been wanting them for so long, that you just kind of like, I mean, every moment is just like torture. This feels very different. This is like, I mean, as much as I am excited to do it and want to do it, like, I'm busy taking care of my kid, and I'm not like sitting around just waiting for the next fertility appointment or waiting for the, you know. So it's gonna be very different. Like the 2-week wait, it's gonna be very, it just all feels different. So that's actually kind of a relief. It's not like nearly as dreadful as the first time around. But I have a lot more nerves this time around than I did last time, I think. Not nerves about it not working, but just nerves about like, oh my gosh, is it the right time? And how's Luke gonna be? And how am I gonna be? A mom of 2 small kids. And it's just really stressful. So I am a lot more anxious this time around. I mean, I'm ready, but I'm so anxious about it. So hopefully today, everything will just look good. The lining will be perfect. That's what they're checking, is the lining, to make sure it's nice and beautiful and ready for this perfect little embryo. I don't know the grade of it. I know it's just the second best one because the first best one is my baby Luke. So hopefully everything will go okay with that, and then find out if I'm pregnant by the end of the month, which is nuts. But I'm ready. I don't know if I'm ready to be pregnant again, actually. You think you forget about like the hard part of being pregnant. I have not forgotten, and I am really worried about taking care of a baby and being pregnant at the same time. So hopefully, honestly, hopefully my pregnancy is just as easy as the last one was, because my pregnancy with Luke was really rather easy compared to some people that I know. So as much as there were things that were difficult, I mean, as there is with every pregnancy, I would definitely take that pregnancy over lots of other pregnancies of people that I know. So it's just gonna be hard taking care of a baby. Oh my gosh, I don't even know. He's so small still. It's just gonna be nuts. So, but I want it to work. Oh, and he just woke up. I've been watching him at home on his little camera, because it's early in the morning and Mike's home, so he just woke up. I love watching him. I'll be able to, my baby, back and forth. He sits up and then he lays down, and then he sits up and then he lays down. There he is. Okay, I guess I better stop delaying and get in there. Maybe if I get in there a little bit early, they'll be able to see me a little bit early. So that would be nice. Okay, hopefully it all goes well. Well, everything looks beautiful. Lining is great. No cysts. So we are set to have our transfer in a week. I get to start the lovely progesterone shots tomorrow. And if I do get pregnant, we do those till I'm 10 weeks along. So that's what we did last time, so it'll be fine. I'm not too worried about it. But I'm excited. I'm really nervous. I'm excited. Obviously, I went to this appointment by myself again, but Mike will be going with me to the transfer. We've kept this a secret as to like what we're doing when it comes to everyone, like even my family doesn't know, but I've told my mom. My mom is the only one that knows that I told her we'll be doing some doctor's appointments, and I told her she's not allowed to ask questions. And so she will be watching Luke during our transfer, but she doesn't even know that that's what we're going in for. So a lot of people think I'm silly when it comes to being as secretive as I am about it, but I just like to be able to have my own privacy when it comes to getting pregnant. I want to be able to give the announcement, whether it's positive or negative, on my own without people asking me. And so to do that, because it's so timed, like people would know when to ask if I'm pregnant, because everything's just so timed out with the transfer, and I don't want them to ask. I want to be able to like share that news when I'm ready to share that news. So that's why I keep it a secret. So even though my mom kind of knows that we're going to be doing some doctor's appointments, she doesn't have really any idea like what we're doing. So my mom will be watching Luke when we get our transfer done, so that Mike can come with me because I've done every other appointment by myself. But really this is only today was the 3rd appointment, but the initial appointment, we took Luke with us. It was our consult. So this is only the 2nd appointment I've been to by myself, which is new because I haven't really done any of them by myself before, but it's not that big of a deal. It's just an ultrasound, so no big deal. But everything looks good. So we're getting a baby put in me next week. It's crazy. Because I'm a terrible YouTuber. We just took day 1 of progesterone. Needle in my butt, which actually wasn't bad at all. Last time we did this, last pregnancy we did this, we got the needles mixed up. So if you've done this before, you have an 18 gauge to draw and a 22 gauge to inject. And we had them mixed up. So we were injecting with the 18 gauge and drawing with the 22 gauge, which is a huge difference in the size of the needle. And it took us a couple weeks to figure it out. So now when I inject with the 22 gauge, it's not that bad because it's not like humongous. So it really wasn't a big deal. But it's gonna be a long 10 weeks. Hopefully it's 10 weeks. It ends up being like 8.5 or something. But I mean, I don't love doing the shots, but it's part of it, so get it done. Now it's time to clean up after our child and watch a show because it's nighttime, best time of the day. Okay. Just for reference, if you don't know what I'm talking about, this is an 18 gauge. So you can see they're short, but they're super thick. And then this is the 22 gauge. So you draw with this, you inject with this, and we had them swapped. So we were drawing with this and injecting with this, which this is humongous. So, as you can see, now it's not that big of a deal because I was so used to doing it with this one that this is like a relief now. So, got it right this time around. I'm not gonna screw that up this pregnancy.